Here, generally, next one depression freezing point, elevation boiling point. This is given by delta TB, given by TB is minus, and delta TB is proportional to M. And from this, you can get delta TB is equals to KB. This KB is called as molar elevation or ebullioscopic constant or boiling point elevation constant. So what is this M? Molality. So దీన్ని మనం ఏమంటే మోలాల్ ఎలివేషన్ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఆర్ ఎబులియోస్కోపిక్ కాన్స్టెంట్ లేదా బాయిలింగ్ పాయింట్ ఎలివేషన్ కాన్స్టెంట్ అంటే బాష్పీభవన స్థాన ఉన్నతి స్థిరాంకము, బాష్పీభవన స్థాన ఉన్నతి స్థిరాంకము లేదా ఎబులియోస్కోపిక్ స్థిరాంకము లేదా మోలాల్ ఉన్నతి స్థిరాంకము. So generally we can expect for 2 marks. What is KB? Define the KB. What is KB? So what happens? Very simple. When M is equal to 1, what happens? KB becomes delta T. అంటే ఒక ద్రావణం యొక్క మొలాలిటీ 1 అయినట్లయితే ఈ డెల్టా టీబీ అనగా ఇది బాష్పీభవన స్థాన ఉన్నతినే మనం ఏమంటాం? దాని యొక్క ఎబులియోస్కోపీ. సో దీని యూనిట్స్ అడుగుతుంటాడు ఒక్కొక్కసారి కేజీ per mole. Here, this is about the ebullioscopic constant, and if you substitute the M value, we know M value. What is M value? W2 by M2. Molality is equals to, we have seen, 2000 by, to substitute this M in this one equation, then we can get delta TB is equals to KB in W2 by 2000 by, this can be written as delta TB is equals to 1000 KB by M2 into Y. Therefore, we can write M2 is equals to 1000 KB by delta T W2 y. From this equation, we can calculate the molar mass, of the solute. Right? Similarly, you see the depression in freezing point. घनीभवन स्थान निम्नता. Here what happens here? Delta TF. So simply we can get like this. Delta TF is given as TF naught minus. So everything is same here. This comes as TF like this only, like this, and we can get like this. And this KF is called as molar depression constant. Molar depression constant or cryoscopic constant. Cryoscopic constant, or freezing point depression constant. Freezing point depression constant. So by doing all these things, just we can substitute everything here. Very simple here. We can get like this. Just we can write like this. So M2 is equals to 1000 kf by delta Tf into W2. W1. And this kf is equal to what? Cryoscopic constant, క్రయోస్కోపిక్ స్థిరాంకము లేదా ఘనీభవన స్థాన నిమ్నత స్థిరాంకము, ఘనీభవన స్థాన నిమ్నత స్థిరాంకము లేదా మోలాల్ నిమ్నత స్థిరాంకము. సో generally there is we can expect a 2 marks question. What is the molal depression constant or what is cryoscopic constant? Very simple here. When m is equal to 1 of a solution, then what happens here? Kf becomes what? Delta Tf. When m is equal to 1, this becomes as delta Tf. అంటే ఒక ద్రావణం యొక్క మొలాలిటీ 1 అయినట్లయితే ఆ ద్రావణంలో what ఈ డిప్రెషన్ ఇన్ ఫ్రీజింగ్ పాయింట్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఇట్స్ Kf. ఒక ద్రావణం యొక్క మొలాలిటీ 1 అయినట్లయితే ఆ ద్రావణం యొక్క ఘనీభవన స్థాన నిమ్నతనే ఆ ద్రావణం యొక్క Kf. When m becomes 1, that is molality 1 for 1 molar solution, nothing but the depression freezing point will become what? It's a molar depression constant, right? And from this equation, we can calculate the molar mass of the unknown solute. Here, if we want to know the osmotic pressure, we must see the osmosis. Here, the phenomena in which when a solvent is connected with a solution with a semi-permeable membrane, what happens here? This is a solution. This is solvent. When solvent and solution are connected with semi-permeable membrane, then the passage of solvent particles into solution is called as osmosis. ఒక ద్రావణిని మరియు ద్రావణమును అర్ధ ప్రవేశపరిచే కలిపినట్లయితే ద్రావణి కణాలు ద్రావణంలోకి ప్రవహించడాన్ని ద్రవాభిసరణము అని. So after some time, what happens here? The level of the solution will be increased. Then what is osmotic pressure? The pressure applied on the surface of the solution to prevent the osmosis is called as osmotic pressure. The pressure applied on the surface of the solution to prevent the osmosis called as what? Osmotic. Here generally the parchment paper, cellulose, acetate will be working as what, and the pig's bladder will be working as what? Semi-permeable membrane. So the role of semi-permeable membrane is only it allows the passage of what? Solvent particles. Doesn't allow to pass particles. So the osmotic pressure is given by phi is equals to CRT, where C is the concentration of the solution, R is gas constant, T is temperature, phi is what? Osmotic pressure. And C, you know very well, moles per liter. Phi is equals to moles per liter into RT. So pi V is equals to nRT. N is equal to what here? Number of moles of solute. So this is given by W2 by M2. So pi V is equals to W2 by M2 into RT. So from this equation, M2 is equals to W2 by pi V into RT. From this equation, we can calculate the osmotic pressure. Right? These are the Colgative properties. Generally, you can get the compulsory question from relative lowering of vapor pressure. Definitely, we can get a question regarding that one. And Here, relative lowering of vapor pressure. From that, we have to calculate the what molar mass. And in this one, in the elevation in boiling point and depression in freezing point, అంటే ఘనీభవన స్థాన నిమ్నత మరియు బాష్పీభవన స్థాన ఉన్నతి లోపల మనకు క్రయోస్కోపిక్ కాన్స్టెంట్ తర్వాత బట్ ఎబిలియోస్కోపిక్ కాన్స్టెంట్ యొక్క డెఫినేషన్ అడగడానికి అవకాశం కంపల్సరీ. We can expect 2 marks questions from that one and 4 marks for the relative lowering of vapor pressure. Ideal solution. Ideal solution. The solutions which obey Raoult's law at all concentrations are called as ideal solutions. అన్ని గాఢతల వద్ద రౌల్ట్ నియమాన్ని పాటించే ద్రావణాలను ఆదర్శ ద్రావణాలు. So in this what happens here? Delta H mix is equals to 0 and delta V mix is become అన్ని గాఢతల వద్ద రౌల్ట్ నియమాన్ని పాటించే ద్రావణాలను ఆదర్శ ద్రావణాలు. So ideal solutions means the solutions which obey the Raoult's law enter the range of all the concentrations over a range of entire range of, that is at all concentrations. The solutions which obey the Raoult's law at all concentrations are called as ideal solutions. Generally, the examples are N-hexane and N-heptane and benzene and toluene. These are the examples of ideals. Definitely we can expect a question for 2. Next, isotonic solution. Isotonic. The two solutions which have same osmotic pressure are called as isotonic. నిర్దిష్ట ఉష్ణోగ్రత వద్ద సమాన ద్రవాభిసరణ పీడనాలను కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి ద్రావణాలను ఐసోటోనిక్ ద్రావణాలు. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, మనం రోడ్డు మీద వెళ్తుంటాం, సడన్ గా యాక్సిడెంట్ అయితే మనం ఫస్ట్ వెళ్ళగానే మనకి ఏం చేస్తారు, మనకు సెలైన్ సొల్యూషన్. Why? Because the osmotic pressure of the saline solution and our blood has the same osmotic pressure. So what is the example of isotonic solution? Blood and saline solution. What is the saline solution? 0.9% sodium chloride solution. So now what can we define? How do we define the isotonic solutions? The two solutions which have same osmotic pressure at a given temperature are called what? Isotonic solution. The branch of chemistry which deals with the reaction mechanisms is called as chemical kinetics. Here, from this chapter we can get 4 marks, and here and electrochemistry. Electrochemistry and chemical kinetics, we can get 8 marks from this one. We can see about the chemical kinetics, the rate of reaction, rate of reaction is given as, for example, you take a reaction A to form products. Here, the decrease in the concentration of reactants or increase in the concentration of products per unit time called as rate of reaction. Or we can also say that the change in the concentration of reactants or products per unit time is given as rate of reaction. And for example, if you take this reaction, this is given by dx by dt minus dA by dt. This also equals to dP by And for example, if we take A plus 2B gives rise to 3C plus D. For this, dx by dt is given as minus d into concentration of dt is equals to minus 1 by 2 dB by dt is equals to 1 by 3 dC by dt. Like this we can see. So when the number of moles are there, that we have to equal to 1. Right? And generally we can see the rate of reaction and we can see the what rate law expression. So before going to rate law, we can see about the law of mass action. According to law of mass action, the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of molar concentrations of the reactants at any time. Here, ఒక రసాయన చర్య రేటు చర్యలో పాల్గొనే క్రియాజనకాల మోలార్ గాఢతల లబ్ధానికి లేదా ఒక రసాయన చర్య రేటు చర్యలో పాల్గొనే క్రియాజనకాల క్రియాశీల ద్రవ్యరాశుల లబ్ధానికి అనులోమానుపాతంలో. The rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of active masses of the reactants or molar concentration of the reactant. Now we can see, for example, A plus B gives rise to products. Dx by dt is proportional to the concentration of A to concentration of B. So therefore, we can write it as dx by dt is equals to K into concentration of A to concentration of B. This is called as rate law expression. Right. Now, from this, now we can see some of the things that is the units of the rate of reaction. Sometimes they are asking units of rate of reaction, that is moles per liter per second. Now we can see about the order of the reaction. Order of the reaction. The order of the reaction is given as the sum of the powers of the concentration terms of reactants in the rate law equation is called as order of the reaction. So for example, A to form products, here dx by dt is given as concentration of A. So dx by dt is equal to some constant into A. Here the power is 1, so therefore the order of the reaction is 1. If the power is 0, then we can say that the power is 0, then the reaction is called as zero order reaction. Now we can see some zero and first order reactions. Here, for the zero order reactions, the rate constant is given by x by t. So that is, this can also be written as what number of, here, the reaction in which the rate constant doesn't depend upon the initial concentration of reactants are called as zero order reactions. And here for this one, this is a K rate constant is given by K is equal to x by t. And the units of rate constants is given as moles per liter per second. And here the examples are enzyme catalyzed reactions and thermal decompositions of the gases like ammonia and hydrogen iodide in presence of metal catalysts. Here ammonia will be decomposed into nitrogen and hydrogen in the presence of platinum catalyst. Here, like this, we can see some of the reactions of zero order reactions and half-life period. Half-life period. So, half-life period, that is given as what? The time taken for the 50% completion of the initial concentration of the reactant is called as half-life period. And that is given as, for this one, at t is equal to t of x becomes a by 2. So, k is equals to keep it as a by 2 into t of. Therefore, t of is given by what? A by. So generally we are expecting the units and examples for the zero order for 2 marks. And if you see the first order reactions, for the first order reactions, here now we can see about the what? When K is given as 2.303 by T log R naught by R. This can also be written as K is equals to 2.303 by T log A by A minus X. Log A by A minus X. And here what can we say? How do we define the first order reactions? For example, the rate of reaction is dependent on when the sum of the powers of the reactants is 1 in the rate law expression, then those reactions are called as what? First order reactions. And this is the expression for that one. And here, the units of rate constant. Second inverse. The examples are radioactive disintegrations. రేడియోధార్మిక విఘటన చర్యలు దీంట్లోకి వస్తాయి. తర్వాత ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ గా మనం గమనించినట్లయితే N2O5 will give us N2O4 plus half volt. SO2Cl2 can get SO2. So sometimes they are asking, give 2 examples of first order reactions which are occurring in only gaseous phase. Okay, about that we can see some of the examples. And they are asking for 2 marks. But here, units of the rate constant of zero order and first order. And give the examples of zero order reaction. The examples for this one. And they are giving some problems also. What is the rate constant of a reaction in which the half-life period is 69.3 seconds of a first order reaction? So very simple here. We know very well T of is equals to 0.693 by K. Here T of is given how much? 69.3 equals to 0.693 by K. And here the K is given as 0.693 by 69.3. సో ఇక్కడ చాలా మంది కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంటారు. ఇలా కాకుండా సింపుల్గా ఏం చేయాలంటే 693 by 1000 into 10 by 693 ఇలా చేసుకున్నట్లయితే we can mistakes will be minimized. So this is 1 by 100. This is coming as 0.01 second. In this way, we can calculate the rate constant. Sometimes they will give the half-life period and they will give the rate constant and they are asked us to calculate the what? Half-life period. Like that we can do. Temperature depends on the rate constant. And before going to the molarity of the reaction. Generally, this is asked. Here, the molarity means the number of reacting species which are present in the elementary step of a reaction or rate determining step of a reaction is called as molarity of the reaction. Right? Now we can see that if a reaction proceeds in more than one step, then the step which proceeds slowly is called as rate determining step of elementary step. So the number of reactants which are number of reacting species, that is either molecules or atoms or ions, which are present in the elementary step of a reaction or rate determining step of a reaction is called as molarity of the reaction. రేటు నిర్ధారక దశలో పాల్గొనే అణువుల సంఖ్య లేదా పరమాణువుల సంఖ్య లేదా అయాన్ల సంఖ్యను మనము ఆ చర్య యొక్క మొలారిటీ అని అంటాం. జనరల్ గా we can expect one 4 marks question, that is the differences between order of a reaction and molarity of the reaction. First one, we can write the definition. What is that? The sum of the powers of the concentration terms present in a rate law equation. And here is called as order of the reaction. Molecularity of the reaction. Molecularity of the reaction. The number of molecules or atoms which are present in the rate determining step or elementary step is called as molecular of the reaction. Here, this is determined by experimental results. ప్రయోగ ఫలితాల ఆధారంగా ఆర్డర్ను నిర్ణయిస్తారు, చర్య క్రమాంకాన్ని నిర్ణయిస్తారు. This is decided theoretically by reaction mechanisms. Reaction mechanism. And third one, the values of order may be 1, 2, 3 and fractions and even 0. And here the values of molecularity is only 1, 2 is not equal to 0 and not equal to fraction. So these are the differences between order and molecular reaction. And it belongs to all, this molecularity belongs to elementary step and this belongs to here. This is about the differences between the order and molecular